We are coming to you from Middlebury, Indiana, the Coachmen Apex plant. And today we are looking at the Coachmen Apex 291 TBSS. This is a big rig. I'm gonna say it and then he's gonna make a joke about it. But I like the rig big. This is a prototype model. It's a brand new floor plan. It's a brand new model. Before we go inside, let's look at a couple of things outside. First of all, let's look at this pass-through. This rig is 50 amps. It's already prepped for solar. It's got 200 watts of solar already on top, and here's your charge controller, but it's got a nice big pass-through. This little area here creates an extra nook, but you still have plenty of pass-through space. Let's see what's in back.
Huge.
Oh, wow. This is nice. So we've got this is the Suburban Lodge griddle. All you need to do is flip it over. You've got this tucks away in here, which is really nice. You've got a drawer. You've got plenty of storage space. It's not a lot of height, but you've got plenty of countertop space. I can see a lot of paper plates and cups and things like that. Little fridge. Oh, it even has a little freezer in it, so you could put an ice tray in there. Because there's an outlet in here, I could also see adding an ice maker here. Let's go around back. This is prepped for the Lippert ladder. We also have our outdoor shower in the back. The bumper is reinforced, so you can add a bike rack to it without voiding your warranty. Look at this big window. It's beautiful. Let's go see what we got inside.
Hi, guys.
Hi. Hey, this is Max. He is the product manager at Coachmen Apex, and he's going to tell us a little bit about this new floor plan.
This is the new 291 TBSS. The big question I get is, what is TBSS?
Yeah. I was going to ask that question because I'm like,
Triple bunk super slide.
Triple bunk super slide.
So super slide would be any slide greater than 8 feet long. Okay.
Okay. How long is this?
This one, I'm not 100% sure. I want to say it's 11 feet, maybe 10 feet. Okay. But you can see it's pretty massive when you come in here. Yeah, and some of our Apex loyalists out there might remember the 289 TBSS. The 289 was a very, very popular bunk model, and it just needed some new life. It had to just get kind of revamped, brought up to current standards on different features and things like that. So a great example is up here in the bedroom. Like starting up front in the bedroom, this has one of our cool new front ends, like our 300, 251, with the underbed storage and the barn door entrance. So I always like to point out that you never could get dressed in your bedroom before. You could never get dressed, right? Yeah, and now I can stand in my bedroom, I can get dressed, I've got tons of storage. This is also kind of a super secret reveal that we've got going on here, which is the new updated underbed storage, which is larger drawers. Oh. Right, you can see we've got larger drawers. I've got actual shoe storage underneath here. You see that little opening down there, which is kind of cool on that side. So you can kick your shoes off and store them underneath, plus another large drawer on this side. So I think it's a nicer way to utilize the space, add some more drawers in. I mean, drawers are always appealing. Right. We've still got the 60 by 80 residential queen bed, and it's still walk around. So it feels very nice and big in here, which is really, really great. So this is, like I said, kind of a modern take on that front bedroom. It's a little bit more open, it's more accessible, there's tons of storage. It just looks really, really nice in my opinion. So.
I would agree. And I really like we have the swivel TV, but I like this because then that front window, you can see what's going on all the time, where in ours, you couldn't see if we had one.
Yeah, absolutely. And we had a lot of people that would actually say that it was very appealing for them to be able to sit on the end of the bed and look down into the bunk room, right?
That's what I like.
So if you got little kids running around, I have little kids myself, I want to be able to kind of yell back there and say, hey, what are you doing back there? Or be able to see them from where I'm sitting up front.
Well, or if it's rainy and I got a couple other friends, I got 2 more seats right here.
Right.
If we're,
that that are still kind of within the room.
Right.
So a couple other changes here kind of compared to, we have the actual shoe storage on this side, which is cool. You know, there's a lot of people talking about shoe storage, you know, not having a good place to actually kick off your shoes and keep them away. So good storage on here. So obviously the TV before in the 289 was the swivel TV, which you guys have in your rig. It was a cool setup. I love what I call direct view entertainment, where your sofa's right across from your TV. So this model is a really cool option where I was able to get a nice good sized window still for the campsite, but a good 40-inch TV right across from your sofa. This is a tri-fold that pulls out to an extra bed. We can option the theater seats in here too if you wanted. So if you wanted the, you know, upgraded recliners, you can do that in here. But this is just a really cool, very open, you know, and not having the cabinet kicking out as far when you walk in the door. I mean, I think you would probably agree that it just feels more open in here, right?
I would agree. It opens it up.
So it's just a really cool setup. It's very, very nice, and I love this new kitchen setup.
Is this TV on a swivel so you can watch it from the dinette?
A slight swivel, yes. You can pull it out and turn it towards that dinette.
What makes you guys decide what type of arm to put on the TV?
Well, we think about where you're going to be watching the TV from, right? So if like this one, truly the majority of TV is going to be watched while sitting on the couch, maybe left on while people are walking around. So it's not necessary probably to have a triple angle arm. I don't need to have something that extends, you know, 4 feet away from the wall. But I do need to have some pivot angles, because like in this one, you'll be able to watch it over there. That's kind of what I'm thinking about when I think about those arms. It's just, you know, if I'm going to have that mount on there, where are people going to be able to want to watch this from? Like what would make the experience the best possible experience for the customer?
And this does not have a flip-up counter.
It does not have a flip-up counter because this is coming in here, and you've got pretty ample countertop space going around there. But it's not a bad idea to add a countertop spirit.
Mr. Chef, do I need more counter space?
Always. Always need more countertop space. I often say the countertop space is like gold. Storage and countertop space are like gold. If you got plenty of each of those, everything else is icing on the cake, right? This is the first model to introduce the all-new air fryer that we're going to be doing standard in our Ultra-Lites in 2025 models. So this air fryer is very, very cool. It just adds a lot more form and function to it. It comes with a basket for the air frying as well as the rack for the oven function as well. But overall, I think you got a very cool little package here with the air fryer.
That's great. So it's the air fryer. It says dehydrate on there.
Yep.
And then it's got your temperatures. That is fantastic. I see French fries in our future.
There you go. There you go.
And this is the 12-volt fridge.
Yep.
So we've got plenty of space inside.
The 8 cubic 12-volt fridge is nice. It's got the functioning freezer in it. It works very, very well. We've had a lot of success with the Furions in the last year. They're working very, very well. Still running with the GE ACs as well. I always like to talk about the GE air conditioners because they last a long time. You know, people talk about reliability and when they're going to have to replace, what am I going to have to work on. This is something that's another piece that, you know.
And I heard they're quieter than what we have. So,
I never say nothing is silent, right?
No,
but quiet.
If it's quieter, and I just said quieter, like they're not quiet, I know that. But anything to take that noise down a little bit.
Absolutely. The new other big change here is the dinette. So, you know, the dinette before was actually a booth dinette. And when you're talking about camping in a unit that's got a triple bunk in the back, I mean, we're going to have a lot of people going camping. So we need seating. So that's part of why this is, you know, the big super slide is so that we can fit this nice large U-shaped dinette inside.
We've had 5 adults sitting at our U-shaped dinette when we had it. We had Thanksgiving dinner here. Thinking ours only had 1 cushion maybe or something. It's a little bit narrower.
Well, when this breaks down to a bed, it's a very substantial sleeping area. You know what I mean? And a lot of times those booth dinettes, when they break down to a bed, you still end up crawled into a ball. So this is nice because you can lay, I mean, I am 6 feet tall and I can lay on this no problem.
That's fantastic. Okay, so before we go see the back, let's see the bathroom. Oh yeah, you got a tub for the kids.
Gotta have a tub for the kids. You gotta have the tub for the kids. But I think you got a pretty nice little bathroom in here. It's pretty substantial for storage. Good height.
Nice. Yeah. This is nice.
So,
and you've got that nice countertop space.
Yep. I like the medicine cabinet, the actual medicine cabinet, which is good storage inside of there. We did, you know, we're trying to find ways that we're still giving that best experience possible, and medicine cabinets are always a good way to do it.
Absolutely. Why not take it all the way over?
Well, you'll have we have some ideas for what we're going to be doing with that space. Like I said before, this is a proto. It's actually the very first one that was ever built. So there is the possibility that the folks who will be watching this video today may see some slight changes into what lands on the lot in a couple of months, but we're feeling pretty good about it, and we just got to finish how we're developing on it. There's some debate about whether we do corner cabinet versus medicine cabinet. You know, what's going to give us the best user experience, the most storage. And I think it's good for people to see that, you know, it's a development process. It's not something that very rarely am I hitting home runs on my first try. You know, I have to take a couple swings at it before I really knock it out of the park. And but with certain things like this, I don't know that it needs it until I'm looking at it. Until I'm standing in here with you going, what are we missing? What doesn't feel right?
Wow, look at this area.
I love this bunk room inside of here. So I know we're fitting a lot of people into this back room, but it is a TBSS because we have one bunk here, a secondary bunk, and then our third flip up bunk up top. This also is a jackknife sofa with the cup holders in the middle. So the jackknife sofa is pretty cool because that also can turn into a sleep space as well. Technically, you could sleep 4 back here. We love the good storage in the TV area.
Yeah, you gotta see this. This is beautiful.
You know, for just a simple back area bunk room, this really provides a good storage area. And this is a room that, you know, when kids go camping, they turn their bed into their room. This allows them, now you're gonna have 3 rooms into 1 room. You know what I mean? And it doesn't feel too crowded. It's very, very nice in here.
It's very spacious in here. And I love that you've got some places for kids to put their stuff in here. And you've got a place for a TV or a game console or whatever. And the kids can shut the door and have their own space. They all have USB chargers there.
USB chargers everywhere. There's 110 outlets kind of sporadically throughout. We're just trying to give you some good versatile space so that the kids, you know, if it is raining outside, everybody can hang out in here and, you know, not get sick of each other, have a lot of fun still. I also like that this pantry now, we've got what this would be like hanging storage for this back area, but also has shelves that we can do the removable shelves like we're doing in the Nanos. So that's a kind of an upgrade that we thought of with this because some folks may want to use this straight up as just pantry. And overall works really well. Plus, anytime I can add drawers, you gotta love the drawers.
I mean, if you're gonna have that many people, you need to have pantry space for, you know, food.
100%.
You gotta have as many shelves as possible. Thanks for taking a look at this 291 TBSS brand new model at Coachmen Apex. We're so glad that you took this adventure with us. If you have questions, leave those questions down below. And if you like this air fryer, leave us a comment and let us know.